It was another bustling morning in Lagos, Nigeria, the city that never sleeps. Cars honked aggressively, traders shouted at the top of their lungs, and hawkers maneuvered swiftly between lanes, balancing trays of snacks and drinks. Amidst this chaos was a young woman named Ada, sitting anxiously in a yellow Danfo bus headed towards Victoria Island. Ada was an ambitious 25-year-old working as an assistant in a thriving advertising agency. She had dreams of climbing the corporate ladder and making her family proud, but today she was nervous. Her boss, Mr. Okoro, had requested an urgent meeting. The bus jolted suddenly, snapping Ada from her thoughts. "Conductor, easy nah," passengers shouted, gripping their seats tightly. Ada quickly checked her bag, ensuring the documents she prepared for the meeting were safe. CMS, make una calm down," the conductor bellowed, sliding the rusty door open. Ada hurriedly stepped down, narrowly missing a speeding Okada motorcycle. At the office, Mr. Okoro paced impatiently. "Ada, where have you been?" he demanded the moment she arrived. "I'm sorry, sir. The traffic was terrible," she stammered, catching her breath. "We have an important client from Abuja today. Everything depends on this presentation," Mr. Okoro said sternly. Ada swallowed hard, her heart being quickening. Just then, the receptionist announced the client's arrival. The office door swung open, revealing a tall man in an expensive suit. Ada froze. It was Emeka, her former fiancé, whom she hadn't seen in 3 years. Their eyes locked. Emeka seemed equally stunned, his confident demeanor slipping for a brief second. Quickly regaining his composure, he stretched out a hand. "Good to see you, Ada," he said professionally, though his eyes betrayed deeper emotions. "Likewise," Ada replied coolly, fighting to remain calm. Throughout the presentation, Ada felt Emeka's gaze heavy upon her. Memories flooded back, love, betrayal, and the heartbreak that forced her to relocate from Abuja to Lagos. Why had he returned to her life now, after all this time? After the presentation, Emeka requested a private moment with Ada. Reluctantly, she agreed. "Ada, I need your help," Emeka confessed, desperation creeping into his voice. "I'm in trouble, serious trouble." "What kind of trouble?" Ada asked cautiously. "Financial crimes, but I swear I'm innocent. They are framing me," Emeka said, his voice trembling. "Who's they?" Ada probed. "Powerful people in Abuja. You are my last hope. They think you have something that can clear my name," he whispered urgently. Ada felt her words spinning. "Me? What could I possibly have? You remember that night at Jabi Lake Mall? You accidentally took my flash drive. I never thought much of it, but now it could save me or put you in danger." Ada's heart pounded wildly. She recalled the flash drive, now hidden among old belongings in her apartment. She had never bothered to check its contents. "Emeka, what exactly is on that drive?" Before Emeka could reply, Ada's phone rang sharply. Anonymous caller's message was chillingly brief. "Stay away from Emeka if you value your life." Fear gripped Ada as she stared at Emeka. Was he telling the truth? Or was she being pulled into another dangerous web? "Ada, we need to move quickly," Emeka pleaded, with his eyes wide with genuine fear. "They are already coming." Ada had mere moments to decide. Trust the man who once broke her heart, or run from a danger she barely understood. Suddenly, footsteps echoed down the corridor, growing louder by the second. Emeka grabbed her hand, pulling her toward the emergency exit. They raced down the stairs, their breaths ragged and frantic. As they emerged onto the crowded street, Ada spotted a suspicious-looking black SUV idling by the curb. "This way," she shouted, tugging Emeka towards a narrow alley lined with market stalls. They weaved swiftly through the maze of vendors and customers ducking under awnings and pushing past crates of goods. "Ada, listen to me," Emeka panted. "The drive contains evidence of illegal dealings involving high-ranking officials. If they get their hands on it, we are both finished." What do we do now? Ada gasped, glancing over her shoulder, spotting two men pursuing them through the bustling market. We must get to your apartment before they do. Do you still trust me? Emeka asked desperately. Ada hesitated briefly before nodding. I don't have a choice, do I? Together, they moved swiftly, heartbeats pounding with fear and adrenaline, unaware of the dark forces closing in around them, ready to strike at any moment. Ada and Emeka rushed through the crowded streets of Lagos, their senses heightened with anxiety. Every person seemed suspicious, every sound threatening. Ada's apartment was just a few blocks away, but those blocks felt like miles as they pushed through the dense crowd. As they approached Ada's building, they noticed a strange silence. Emeka grabbed Ada's arm, pulling her behind the parked car. Wait, he whispered urgently. Something doesn't feel right. Suddenly, Ada noticed the door to her apartment was slightly ajar. Her pulse quickened. Someone's inside, she murmured in fear. We need a plan, Emeka said, his eyes scanning their surroundings. Do you still trust your neighbor, Miss Ajayi? Maybe she can help. Ada nodded. They quickly herded to the apartment opposite hers and knocked quietly. Miss Ajayi, an elderly woman with a keen sense of observation, opened the door, her eyes widening in surprise. Ada, what's going on? You look terrified, Miss Ajayi whispered, sensing their urgency. Someone's broke into my apartment. Ada replied quickly, glancing nervously down the hallway. We need your help. Without hesitation, Miss Ajayi ushered them inside, bolting the door behind them. What do you need me to do? Can we use your window to see who's inside my place? Ada asked. They moved carefully to the window, overlooking Ada's apartment. Through a small gap in the curtains, Ada saw two men searching her room frantically. One held the flash drive she had hidden among her belongings. They have found it, Ada gasped. We have to get it back, Emeka said firmly. It's our only leverage. How? Ada questioned, feeling panic rising. I have an idea, Miss Ajayi interrupted, her voice firm and resolute. Distract them, I will handle the rest. Trusting Miss Ajayi implicitly, Ada and Emeka quickly devised a distraction. Ada stepped into the corridor, loudly pretending to be on a phone call. The intruders emerged, startled. You? One of them shouted, rushing towards her. In that moment, Miss Ajayi opened her apartment door slightly, tossing pepper powder directly into their faces. They cried out in pain, blinded and coughing. Emeka quickly grabbed the flash drive, and together they fled down the stairs. Now we need somewhere safe, Emeka urged. As they emerged into the bustling street, I know a place, Ada said decisively. Follow me. Together, they disappeared into the Lagos crowds once more, the stakes higher than ever and the truth still dangerously elusive. Ada guided Emeka through a labyrinth of narrow streets and bustling markets, eventually leading them to a small cafe tucked away in a quiet corner of Yaba. The cafe owner, Nkechi, was an old-school friend of Ada's, someone she knew she could trust. Nkechi looked startled, but quickly understood the urgency. She ushered them to a private room in the back, away from prying eyes. What's going on, Ada? Nkechi asked, locking the door behind them. It's complicated, Nkechi. Ada breathed, trying to steady her shaking hands. We need somewhere to hide for just a while. You are safe here, Nkechi assured them, pouring cups of calming herbal tea. Emeka explained quickly, laying out the details of the flash drive, the dangerous evidence and the powerful individuals involved. Ada watched her friend's expression shift from shock to determination. I have a friend who's a journalist, Nkechi finally said, breaking the tense silence. He's fearless and he can help get this information out safely. Can you trust him completely? Emeka asked cautiously. Absolutely, Nkechi said confidently, but we have to move fast. I'll call him now. As Nkechi stepped out to make the call, Ada turned to Emeka. Do you really believe this will work? Can we trust anyone at this point? Emeka sighed, looking genuinely conflicted. I honestly don't know, Ada, but it's our only chance. If we expose these people publicly, they might back off. Moments later, Nkechi returned. He's agreed to meet us tonight at Freedom Park. He thinks it's safer there, plenty of people around. As dusk fell, Ada and Emeka moved cautiously towards Freedom Park, scanning the shadows anxiously. They found Nkechi's journalist friend, Femi, waiting by the gate. "Do you have the flash drive?" Femi asked urgently, his voice low. "Yes," Emeka handed it over cautiously. "Are you sure you are ready for the danger involved?" Femi nodded resolutely. Truth always comes at a price, but it must be told. Suddenly, headlights flared brightly, illuminating the trio. Ada turned, her heart sinking. 3 black SUVs had blocked the entrance, effectively trapping them. Too late, Emeka's murmur gripping Ada's hand tightly. "They have found us." Ada, Emeka and Femi stood frozen, surrounded by the menacing glare of the headlights. The doors of the SUVs opened, and men in dark suits stepped out, advancing slowly and deliberately toward them. "Hand it over," one of the men commanded sternly, his voice cold and unyielding. Femi clenched the flash drive protectively. "If you take this, more copies will surface," he bluffed confidently, his voice steady despite the tension. The men hesitated briefly, exchanging uneasy glances. Ada seized the opportunity. "Let us go," Ada pleaded boldly. "This doesn't have to end badly for anyone." "It's already too late for that," the leader replied, taking another step closer. Suddenly, sirens pressed the tense atmosphere. Red and blue lights flashed as police cars converged swiftly on the park, surrounding the SUVs. The men in suits panicked, scattering in confusion. Officers quickly moved in, apprehending them efficiently. "Ada, Emeka, are you okay?" It was Nkechi, stepping out of a police car. She rushed towards them, relief clear on her face. "How did you?" Ada started, bewildered. "I called the police just after you left the cafe," Nkechi explained. "I couldn't risk your safety." "Thank you, Nkechi," Ada breathed, her eyes glistening with gratitude and relief. In the days that followed, Femi's investigation made national headlines, exposing the corrupt officials involved. Justice was slowly restored, and Emeka's innocence was proven. Ada and Emeka shared a quiet moment by the Lagos Lagoon, reflecting on everything they had endured. Will things ever be the same again? Emeka wondered aloud, gazing at the shimmering water. Ada smiled softly, taking his hand. Maybe not the same, perhaps something better. Together, they watched the sun rise, hopefully and ready to face whatever the future held. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and also subscribe. I will see you in another video. Till then, bye for now.